Hello everyone, hello Dragon Warrior fans, here is Ziggy with my colleague in the commentary booth here, Smashy, for another amazing race of Dragon Warrior Randomizer between two players that don't really need that much of an introduction. We have NESCardinality, who is the Dragon Warrior, who has been around forever and is known for a lot of impressive world records in the vanilla version of the game, and Thilotilo, who has been the champion of this very tournament in 2021 and has always been a very, very strong player in this community. So I think it's going to be a very interesting race. What do you think about this match?
Yeah, Thilotilo actually provided some interesting stats before the race. This is the 6th time that NESCard and Tilo have met, and it, much like Tilo's performance in the Princess Magidrak group, has not gone well for Tilo.
No, it's been a tough season for Tilo this year. He has had a rough time with the async before the tournament and inside of the tournament. It's been, oh, well, I think we're done with the intro. The game has started. Tilo has started the seed. I'm sure NESCardinality is going to start very soon. Let's see how it goes. We're starting with a curse belt. Another curse belt.
And the obligatory key.
So our stats are going to be 11 attack power and 12 agility, so nothing special. We've got a lot of swamp though. Oh boy.
Oh boy, is that walkable out? The answer
no way.
Is nope.
So our players are going to have to die until they get an enemy they can kill. And then try again, and then try again, and then try again. These starts can have a lot of variance, so one player can get actually out of this faster than your opponent. So the best that you can do is just keep walking out and dying. NESCardinality here does a little trick to save time, and that you save, and if you die to the swamp, it's going to be actually faster to reset the game. Oh, that's a problem.
Ooh, so that was just like 5 steps south, and you're already into the north sounds. But Tilo has found the Drakey.
Yeah, and he found it at 8 HP, so I think he has enough HP to be able to kill it this time.
Yeah, especially when you get hit for 3, that gives you pretty good chances to beat it in 2 hits. We do see a cave over the water, but obviously that's not happening at the moment.
No, just a little bit of a troll. A little bit of a tease for our players. Go, oh hey, you need to go explore this. And from a little bit of that we see on the map, it might be a little bit of a roundabout way to get there. NESCardinality still hasn't seen that the bottom zone is actually... well, actually the zone 2 is very close, but he gets a ghost in the first step here.
Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. Ghost very beatable on a level 11 strength, and I think that, yep, that does it. So NESCard looking for anything, Tilo looking for at least a red slime.
Oh, crit on the Magician! Already 9 HP down, could die in this hit. And he doesn't. 10 HP was not enough. Magicians have between 9 and 12 HP. Sadly, that was not good enough. Yeah, crits are a fantastic way to get out. I'm sorry.
At 12. I thought they were always at 12. I mean, every time I throw Fey Water in DL11, I get hurt more than in the face, so...
Yeah, or you hit it with a torch a little bit, and then the torch does 6 damage, and it adds up to 11, and the Magician does not die. That is also the classic.
But anyways, while our runners try to find something else to get them to level 2, real quick, the Princess Magidrak group is completely finished. This race has no implications for tournament standings. NESCardinality is guaranteed the 2 seed. Even if he wins here, his only loss is to Dwarf. So it'd still be second for him. And Tilo, well, we already have 3 people at 4 wins, so no chance for Tilo to get there.
And NESCardinality gets the first possibility to hit level 2 here with this ghost. At the very least, the seed has been kind and did not give awful abilities to the ghost and the Drakeys. So, what's level 2? 8, 1, 3, and 4. The 8 is pretty good, but we're not getting out of this one.
Yeah, 8 makes it a lot more possible to take out this stuff, but we're needing... I think when they tested it, they were still like 3 steps short of making it. So we're gonna need a little bit more HP still.
Now, I think Tilo is going to be able to kill that magician at level 1.
Yeah, Tilo caught this at high health, so just a matter of grinding it down.
To be honest, I'm actually pretty happy about this. I didn't want one of the players to be, like, very, very far behind, which can happen with these kinds of starts. There you go, level 2 for Tilo. We've seen magicians, we've also seen scorpions. I think both are killable right now.
Scorpions
is a reasonable start.
Scorpions might be in the zone 1. Because I don't think we've seen one in a while.
Oh yeah, with the poltergeist and the warlock, yeah, that would make sense as well. Level 3 for NESCardinality, let's see the stats.
1914, sleep outside.
Nope. Still in the swamp. These 1 HP gains are kind of funny. I'm sorry.
There's 2 people that will disagree with you.
Yeah, but you know.
Well, NESCard's gonna try and dies 1 step away. We need... Actually, 1 more HP gets us out.
The problem here is that the way we have to move to get out, this is likely that this is going to be out of Zone 1 and 2 when we actually get to the mountains. So we could be getting really, really hard enemies coming out of here, so it's very possible that this does not open exploration.
Well, we'll have to see what we get, because we do have sleep. We could just sleep and run from everything that threatens us.
I would like the sleep to be used, actually. Ooh, Ghost has a spell.
Oh, Ghost is heal. Tilo has level 3.
Gets his disappointment. Yeah, you see 2 spells coming in, you're hoping one of them is heal more or hurt more, but no.
Well, with that sleep spell, that at least gives you a better chance to actually defeat, like, magicians, because you can... Now you can put them to sleep. Simple as.
20 AP is a little bit light to give it a try on the warlocks, though, but poltergeists are probably fair game at this point. If you catch them at very high health. Here Tilo's going to try and win at 2 HP with sleep against this magician. Magician stays asleep once. Stays asleep just the once. And the encounter rate on Swamp is 1 out of 16, so on average, our players do not rate to get 1 encounter every time they come out. We are well under 32 HP. There's the Ghost. It's going to be 1 experience away from NESCar for level 4. Sleeps the Ghost, one-shot it, gets level 4. Let's see what the stats are going to be about. 3 and 6 and 5 and 20 and stop spell. No healing still, but we can walk out.
Yep, we can finally see beyond the first screen.
Thilo also gets the discovery that level 3 is one step short.
And NESCard immediately finds a scorpion, so this will be worth 16 if it stays asleep long enough.
That's a big bonus. Also, we have confirmation: 1, Scorpion is indeed in the other zone, and 2, the exit is at least in zone 2. So that gives our players with sleep a chance to actually start grinding once they come out. 4 damage. Well, it's only the last HP that matters. So.
And NESCard gets it. Thilo also nailing a scorpion, getting 1 point away. NESCard chooses a town, a magic wyvern sleep. That will be 100% run rate.
Oh, this smells like Hawksness. This smells so much like Hawksness. The encounters just don't stop for Ness. Just can't get in there. Gets in there, and it is not Hawksness. Actually, Cole, this is huge. There's a herb shop in here. Even though it's kind of far away, but you actually want to buy herbs right now. And the item is the tease. It is the token.
Yep, we got a shiny new coin. We do have 2 cursed belts, so you could definitely buy that copper sword.
As well as, no, I don't think we'd want to go for chainmail here. And NESCardinality is going to shop. Let's see if our coal residents are going to block his way, because that shop can be a problem. And no, the merchant's been kind.
Oh, NESCard actually picking up torches.
Oh, he forgot about the curse belt. Oh, that is that might be a little mistake here, because you could have bought a copper sword here. So Tilo's had worse luck at the start, but might have a chance to actually catch if he actually can get the coal. Let's see if he tries it.
Well, NESCard going straight back to get level 5 off a Scorpion with 1-11-0-1.
Level 5 is not how we're going to open the exploration for the rest of the map for sure. Because we've already seen, well, a Magic Wyvern, which could be a good enemy if we had a little bit more HP, a little bit more power. Since we have sleep. Oh, Tilo's giving it an attempt on the Warlock here. And the Warlock is staying asleep. Warlocks have 3 out of 16 sleep resist, so kind of good luck here. Tries to sleep again.
Connects.
Oh, the booping is starting to add up.
And it adds all the way up to an exact level 5 for Thilotilo, who shall gain no more assistance in escaping the swamp.
I wonder if he has... No, I don't think he has enough HP to get out, since he got hit by the Warlock, but he's probably going to be able to get out the next time he leaves. But these Warlocks are keeping Thilo in the game. If he can get to Cole, and remembers he has 2 cursed belts, that might be a massive boon for him.
Okay, NESCard going to throw torches at the Metal Scorpion before the Metal Scorpion can wake up and throw the Uno reverse sleep at NESCard. And NESCard does get him.
Oh, manages to run away. Well, agility is not that bad at 39, so our players rate to run away from pretty much everything. So, at least that's pretty good. Ooh, metal scorpions have hurt more. Well, something Ness didn't see yet. Oh, that's kind of lucky. Yeah, I'm quite puzzled that NESCardinality is not selling the belt. Now he does not have herbs to get out of this swamp in good health.
Yeah, it's gonna be tricky, especially since he just discovered something big, red, and very angry. The golem snuck up on him and just uppercut him straight back to Tangible.
Yep, 51 damage. Oh, that is... yeah, that was optimistic. Tilo actually used Stop Spell on the Metal Scorpion, but the Metal Scorpion is not high hurt more. But I don't think Tilo is gone to the right enough to actually see Cole yet. As soon as he sees Cole, he's probably going to go, oh no. But he's not in a bad position right now.
Yeah, he's... most of the, like, the highest end stuff that our runners can beat, he's only like 2 to 3... Well, NESCard just picked up one more level here. So first off, we'll get 5, 8, 3, 1, no spells.
Well, I think the game tells our players just grab yourself a copper sword and kill in this zone for a while. Again, a big gamble for Tilo, but the Warlock is staying asleep still. Oh.
Until it didn't.
Yeah, until it didn't. Boop. So I know the shop in Cole is kind of far away, but in a situation like that, in my opinion, you actually want to bite the bullet and go to the shop. Get yourself some healing.
Yeah, if nothing else, just make it a little bit easier to get out of that initial swamp. But I have NESCard going to take a quick in trip, see if he gets any herbs, or just walks out. Hey, he's going towards the shop.
Thing is, Tilo, I think when Tilo sees Cole, or at least a town, he's going to panic a little bit. Oh, he stays in the corner. Oh no, he's one tile away! One tile away from seeing the town. This is tragic. Oh no.
Yep, just one more step over, but he couldn't take that step because we do not have means to travel on water in this game. There it is.
There it is, I found it. And Ness sells the Curse Belt here. You sleep on the Rate Knight. He actually succeeds. I think you have a better chance to run than to sleep on the Rate Knight at 39 agility here. Yeah, you absolutely do. And I think Tilo's gonna have a little bit of a panic when he sees Erdrick, but he's fine. There we go, that's a token.
Yep, he is going to see this copper sword. And let's see if Tilo remembers he has cursed belts.
Oh, he's going straight to the shop.
Yeah, I think what happened was NESCard threw those torches at like a metal scorpion or something and then realized, oh, wait a minute, I have cursed belts. I may want to leverage them in some way.
No, I thought it took him a couple trips to actually go and say, okay, I guess I'm going to buy some herbs and buy a copper sword. But now he's decked out and he has the XP lead on Tilo right now. So, but it's just about well, when Tilo is going to be done here, it's probably going to be about 100 experience lead, which is not insurmountable. I think we have a lot of seed ahead of us. The stats are not amazing. The enemies, the overworld enemies seem a little bit dangerous. So we're not in the jet seed today.
Nope, we're just gonna kind of be taking it easy on this one. I mean, we still have some pretty good progress because we do have both our combat trick spells, the sleep and the stop spell. I mean, we got a nearby end. Like, it's not like we're just deadlocked. It just sit back, relax, and get your grind on.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty reasonable zone to hit. Maybe up to level 9 here. Getting to 1,500 experience, I would feel a little bit bad about it, but I'd be okay with level 9.
Teal actually opts to take a little bit of protection in the form of a leather armor.
You take everything you can get.
Well, there's that sleepy miss you ordered.
And I think yeah, Cole being in a little bit of a trolley zone makes this even better. And NESCardinality discovers the metal scorpion I've had hurt more the whole time. And sleep. Wow. Yeah, they have light wombo there.
Yeah, it's at an annoyingly low percent chance, but still, we're only in the mid-30s. That single hurt more is enough to just obliterate our runners at the moment.
And we have about 1/3 of a chance at full HP for NESCardinality to survive.
And we are going to have some very brief level parity as Tilo finally equips the scale of the dragon.
Yep, does the little tracker nightmare. Shout out to Shihali, who is our tracker tonight. Thank you very much. She caught it immediately. She got the E on the scale. She's a pro.
Oh yeah. Anyways, there goes a Poltergeist, which will be an exact level up for NESCard to 7, breaking the level parity with 5 power, 1 agility, 12 HP, 3 magic. So, we're not getting bad stats either. We're just not... We really want some, like, healing or bazookas or something like that, and we're just not getting it.
Yeah, it's not a nightmare, but it's a slog. The thing is, the levels are giving progress, at least. Like, strength gain has been reasonable. Agility tells us that if we want to actually push exploration, it's going to be possible. The MP is not very good. The amount of spells we got some utility, but we don't have, like you said, we don't have Hurt More, which would open up the seed, probably. Oh yeah, we have I Am Error in the chat that says, when do you want to get to that cave? Right now I'm not sure I'm trying it, because I know that at least the zone close to Cole is kind of dangerous, and I don't have a lot of ways to survive or heal. So I think I want at least one more level to go try there. It could be useful. It could be mountain with even more dangerous enemies. It could be just... it could be swamp that leads to Tantagel, and we have outside, and then we have keys. That's a lot of possibilities, but I think I want a little bit more sauce on my hero to give it a try. Also, I'm not sure all of our players... I know Tilo has seen it. I'm not sure NESCAR has seen it. I think he was doing up-down under Tantagel for grinding, but Tilo was going right-left, so he saw the cave.
So yeah, I think it may... Yeah. I actually don't think NESCard saw it, so I don't know if Tilo remembers it, because it was real early, and when you have one of these swamp starts, all your brain power is just like, get me out of here.
Yeah, and it's worse in the race, right? If you play just a casual seed, you think about these things, it's chill, but if you're in a race and you keep dying, you stress out. It is very stressful. You're thinking, oh my god, how my opponent then find something amazing at the start and get away. And Tilo also has taken a lot of time to actually see Cole. He could have seen it maybe 5 minutes earlier than he saw it. So yeah, that can be a factor. But this one is very good. I mean, we have reasonable metal scorpions that can be stop spell. We have warlocks. We have scorpions. Poltergeists are the worst. We don't want them. But the rest of the enemies are pretty good.
Silly poltergeist and their mad experience gains.
Thilo gets level 7, stays maybe a little bit closer than 1 level away from NESCAR, which is something that's held for a little while. Pretty much ever since NESCardinality got level 4.
Yep, level 7 parity again, but NESCAR is going to be, if he can get by this... Oh, well, Scorpion actually resisting the stop spell, but not that time.
Metal Scorpion maximum resist chance on the Metal Scorpion, stop spell resist on the Metal Scorpion, sorry, is 3 out of 16, so... I'm guessing maybe rolled 1 or 2. I don't think we've seen a lot of resists from our players, I think it was the first one.
Tilo actually picking up a little interesting tidbit of info. Magic Wyverns have stop spell.
Oh, that's good news, actually. If the strength gets a little bit higher, or we learn Hurt, that becomes a really, really good enemy for us, for our players, because we do have stop spell.
Well, NESCAR picks up level 8, 2800.
Well, that says grind to 9. Oh, wait, he's going to actually push out and see. Oh, well, now we'll know if he saw the cave.
No, he didn't see it, because if he saw it, he would have went left immediately. That's a dream here, and that is a pretty good monster to be taken out.
Yeah, you're right, because, I mean... So it's not a big loop to get to the cave, it seems. Seems like it's pretty straightforward. The crit on the Druid, get out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like he just did a quick poke up, but he's gonna backtrack to Cole for, I guess, a heal up and supplies. If he stops getting 8 million encounters on grass.
And I think NESCardinality now has confirmation that the east-west zone is not as good as the top-bottom zone, so maybe that's what he was looking for. Because I think he's going to commit to level to 9. So if you wanted to get a drink, I think now's a good moment. I don't think there's going to be a lot of action happening for the next couple minutes. Oh, the broadsword at 1,500. That's kind of worth being careful to stay alive for a while. Also, potentially the large shield. Well, so much for that. Goodbye, money. Golem sends NESCAR home with a 48. Chat says Golem mugged him. No, it's actually Lorik that takes your money, and it's for the bridge fund. It's not the Golem. The Golem has no use for money. That's why he doesn't have any money. Ooh, Tilo's getting the... Alright, this merchant has decided he wanted to shop, but I think he's getting anxiety about it. He's not sure. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's going in. Oh, he's going out. In, out. In, out. What is he doing? Oh, no. Yeah, in this situation, you just... No, just leave Gold. Come back, you don't have a choice.
Well, I came back just in time to see that mess.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was... It's a shame the Benny Hill team is copyrighted, because I think it would have made a lot of sense here.
Ah, he did it again.
Oh my god, he's back in there! What? How did he lodge himself that deep? Just in one trip. That is insane bad luck for Thilo. He just gives up on the herbs. Well, that's optimistic. I think Thilo is going to try to kill this Raid Knight. Raid Knight has a maximum of, what? I'm so sure, 40 HP? Now you're going to need about 5 attacks to win it, and Sleep is sticking!
That wasn't
Sleep.
sticking, but that move was gonna stick.
Yeah, the
Thilo
Sleep
needed
is
that.
5 out of 16 for the Sleep resist on Raid Knight, so... Let's see if NESCardinality gets better luck on the Coal Residence, and no, does not get blocked. Because that merchant starts pretty much in the middle of the room. It can block you close to the other merchant, or it can block you in the other section. It can block you both ways, and the blue guy a little bit earlier can block you as well, so...
So, fun fact, NESCard just now put on the scale.
Small minor race brain mistakes. Nothing has been very impactful though. Maintains about 180 experience lead. Is third time the charm, or is Thilo completely abandoning the herbs and just going to walk into cover every time he needs health?
Well, here's that in trip.
Oh, he's gonna try again. First guy is fine, and I think the merchant's gonna be fine this time.
Gets past first guy, merchant's nowhere in the way. Thilo will finally claim the herbs. Now, does Thilo go up from here, remembering there's a cave up there?
That's a good question. I mean, at 56 agility, you can start exploring. Our players have a little bit of strength. You can take a few monsters, and he does go up. Let's see if he goes left.
Nope.
I think he just wanted to see the whole area. And he does see it again. It's been teasing him for 30 minutes. Let's see what is in this cave.
And in the cave that we saw 30 minutes ago is Mountain Cave.
Ooh, that could be significant.
And the first thing is not very powerful.
With Sleep and 56 agility, I think we have a good chance of getting through this.
We're almost up to... Ooh. Drillord, I want to say, is one of those enemies that's almost impossible to sleep. And of course, the first chest we buy is Dragon Scale, so first chest has to be a Dragon Scale. Also, that's a green dragon. That will block Thilo and has weak breath. Okay, second breath is not enough. Going to ponder the herb. Uh-oh.
Oh, he did breathe though, so maybe the herb was the correct move, but I mean, there's no good decision here.
Well, NESCard made the right decision to go 9 because he has officially found not only 30 strength, we also found a really good move called Hurt More.
Yeah, I mean, that's good solution against the Green Dragon, for sure. And it just doesn't waste time with the Warlock, even though he has more strength now, just Hurt Mores, and immediately begins exploration. He wants to see as much map as he can. Even though we still don't have healing. Metal Slime were right here. The thing I don't think is we ever had low enough strength for these to be...
Yeah, by the time...
That amazing buddy just 3-shots it straight up! Didn't even have time to say he's still here. Completely obliterated for 255 experience, and now the experience lead is starting to skyrocket.
Yeah, for NESCard, business is about to pick up. Tilo is still 200 experience out from Hurt More, and doesn't really have that much of an exploration lead. As soon as NESCard goes up and left, it'll pretty much be even from Cole.
And so that is a lot of nothing. We've seen only one chest in Mountain. So I don't know if Tilo's thinking about going back as soon as he's done with his grind. At least, I'm sure at least as soon as he hits level 9, he's going to immediately get back there. NESCardinality's fighting good enemies too here. The werewolf gets one shot for level 10.
Yep, just like that, level 10 comes with 5, 4, 7, 34 MP. Well, if you had any worries about not having enough MP to cast Hurt More, now you have a whole lot less worries.
Yeah, we don't have a healing spell, but we've got all the offense we need.
Yeah, we have no healing, but I'm sure plenty of Hurt Mores to the right things will fix that soon enough.
Oh, Axe Knights on the map as well. So there's a lot of... I think the only big enemy we've seen on the map right now that cannot be Hurt More is the Golem. So I think Hurt More opens up exploration here. Usually Hurt More will be a grind accelerant, not an exploration accelerant, but here I think it's really the case that Hurt More really makes you want to explore.
And NESCard actually got enough gold for a large shield, so that's just even more defense to protect him. And Tilo is starting to make desperation pokes out into the wall, just trying to see if maybe there was something else out there that he might have missed.
He's approaching level 9 though, he's kind of close. But other than Cold and Mountain, not a lot that's very close to home. However, the exploration lead Tilo had is now gone. Mountain has been found by NESCardinality, and Ness has the big advantage here that he can hurt more the enemy, and turns out the Drune Lord hurt more's back.
Yeah, these Drune Lords, not only are they very sleep resistant, they also hurt more. Oh, there's also Knights in here. That we call that our really good hurt more victim.
Actually, this whole zone is pretty good, except for the Druid. We have Drune Lord, Green Dragon, and Knight.
And Wizard.
And Tilo managed to get away.
Yeah, Wizards are a whole lot less scary once you have really good stats, because you can just beat them up, but when you're relying on Hurt More, that ain't gonna get against a Wizard.
I completely missed chest 4. Sadly, I had a little bit of lag. And here we're seeing the screen difference here, where Thilo is trying to run away from the green dragon, and NESCardinality obliterates it and almost hits level 11 with it. That was double torch at the top, okay. Thank you, Beta.
Alright, so we have stone men in the bottom zone. I don't think anybody's going to be messing with that. Just sleep it and get away.
And coming here at level...
Pressing
Oh yeah, you can go ahead.
drills with heal, stopping Thilo for a little bit, while on this card gets level 11 with 7, 2, 8, 16 more MP.
Well, I don't think MP is going to be what is blocking us. Actually, I'm looking at his stats, and I'm a little bit worried at 11 here, because Go could come pretty quickly. The strength is getting pretty close, the MP is good. We would need more HP, of course. The agility is reasonable for Sherlock.
Oh, and looking at Thilo's stats, evidently the final chest of Mountain is a loose key.
Well, immediately is going to go buy more keys. I don't know how much gold he has. This NESCardinality is not going to
There's
be...
gold in the second chest, so he's got enough.
Oh, that's right. There we go. Yeah, he has 600, he's fine.
So yeah, with those keys, we get the 4 chests in treasury, we get 1 more cave underneath Tantagel, and, well, right now that's about it. Because we haven't found Garenham or Cantlin, we haven't found the grave, haven't found Rimeldar, any of the other remaining key sinks. And we have Death Necklace, more curse stuff. Money, so we do have a gold grind on the board. We have a fake death necklace and more money. And the fake death necklace was actually the fairy flute.
Well, it's pretty good for Thilo, managed to get a gold grind. NESCardinality is also going to get a gold grind, so on this bout of our players are going to be the same. So exploration remains the same, but Thilo really needs to hit level 9 as quickly as possible. Hurt more has helped NESCardinality. Wow, NESCardinality build like such a huge experience lead.
Yeah, I forget what exactly was in the coal shop, but I think there might have been a flame sword in there, which if nothing else, Thilo's gonna get that, hit level 9, and then probably actually be really worried. Because it's that one thing you dread whenever you risk exploration, that you go out, explore instead of grinding, and you were just one level short of hurt more.
I mean, and we've seen it in Mountain. Like, that was such a huge difference for NESCardinality. He got about 800 to 900 experience in Mountain, whereas Thilo pretty much killed... Oh, it was Swamp in Tantagel,
Yep.
and it leads to a nice little trip. Just a reset.
Yeah, Thilo wants to just cash out real quick. I think if NESCard goes through, NESCard might actually explore with that hurt more. Did NESCard even gold grind? Because he's got hurt more. I think he's just he's got large shield, he's got hurt more, he might just let that carry him to Erdrick's stuff.
10,000.
And then we got the 10k.
What? I think there was was there a magic armor in Cole?
I forget.
Yeah, I struggle remembering shops when I play, so when I commentate, I'm sorry. Broad Magic Large says Aaron. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for the amount of money they've got. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
electing to go check the spike tile, actually. So that's why he didn't outside.
Yep. And if he dies here, he still has the gold grind, so it's not a big deal. It's a stone man.
Yeah, this ain't it.
I don't know.
For grinding purposes.
So I guess we're going to take a peek.
And immediately takes off.
No return, no wings. You're kind of locked here. No, okay, I think he does not want to risk the money. He wants to go immediately to Cole.
And yep, there is level 9. There's the hurt more for Tilo. And there's the fairy flute.
Yeah, no more getting exploded for 50 damage back to Tentacle. Especially with the money, you don't want to chance it.
Yeah, the money and the hurt more. Although with magic armor, you do get some hurt more resistance with that, so that'll be fine for the stone man that has hurt more in the metal scorpion. Although one of these things is dying in one hurt more, and you're fighting as low as the other thing as possible. So what am I talking about here?
I mean, survival is important in the seed where you do not have any healing. I mean, this game is pretty random, so you never know when the metal scorpion is just going to back attack you for fun. Or a golem. They can do it. They're the biggest ninjas around.
I thought that was DL2.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, the thing is, you talk to him straight up, and then he back attacks you, which is even more impressive. NESCardinality is going to do the trip for the herbs. Is he going to get blocked by... No, he's not getting blocked.
Anyways, it looks like Tilo's branching out, went up to that bridge, went right, went back south, and found half a screen worth of swamp.
Found swamp, all the swamp. I don't know if he's filled up the herbs though. I see NESCardinality here fills up the herb. I think he wants to go on as long an exploration trip as he can. Maybe find Garinum, maybe find Cantillon to have easier access to herbs. But I don't know if Tilo did. Oh, he sees the town though.
This completely new town for Tilo, who actually decides he wants a piece of this wizard. Question is, can he take him down? And he can.
Oh, he had full herbs. Alright.
That blue dragon stopping NESCard's spell. Which will be interesting for later on, as Tilo finds a bunch of stuff. Finds Hoxus, finds a cave, finds a final dungeon. Although I think NESCard took about the same route, so he's going to be coming up on all that soon enough.
There's a good chance. I think he's going to take the same decision. See the swamp and go, yeah, it's probably better to go up than go to the right.
And Spike Tile 2 is a golem.
Ooh, he's going to try it with no healing, 86 AP. Sleep is going to have to hold and stop spell. I think, they have a spell, don't they? The golems? I'm not sure.
Stonemen have hurt more. I don't think we've seen a spell out of a golem yet.
Well, he's staying
I mean, it is staying asleep. 9401. Heal, return, repel for NESCard.
There's the healing. Very relieved at level 12 to finally get the healing. Ooh, gets down to 15 HP for Tilo. Gonna have to herb and hope that he's not going to hit you too hard. NESCardinality. Oh, out, in, out. Oh, I think he's gonna have it. Want to check. Tilo has to be close to the kill now. And he gets
Tilo actually
awesome.
gets. And we'll get to level 10 off that. Meanwhile, NESCard gonna have a go at it, and we will see what is under the harp.
Hey, harp. Still no harp shrine for our players. But it's good to find this now.
Yep, use one instrument to get another.
NESCardinality had a much worse start to the fight, decides to run away, and he's going to try again. Which is very reasonable.
And second attempt, he just immediately gets back attacked.
Silo gets a break here. I think he needed that. Did a lot of exploration without hurt more. He had a rougher go getting out of the swamp at the start. Didn't see coal immediately. I think a little bit of a hand here from the golem. Not a bad deal. I mean, it's 1,000 experience lead for NESCardinality with hurt more. This is not insurmountable odds if exploration goes Tilo's way. But NESCardinality here has the big advantage for exploration, that he has a heal spell and a lot of MP to use it.
These red dragons hurt.
Does he hurt again, or... Nope, bites. Which is kind of the worst. You don't know if they have 75% or 25% hurt. You don't know at all. But there are red dragons on the map, I guess. Which is never one you want to see when you have no healing.
NESCard going to suffer the hurt more for this from the Stone Man.
Good old sleep resist. Stone Men have 1 in 8 chance of resisting a sleep. Which actually adds up in-game as roughly, like 50%.
Sounds about right.
So NESCardinality here gets the chance to continue his exploration where Tilo has been sent back to Cole. And will hit level 11.
And we have Armor Knight for NESCard. We'll see what it has. It has hurt more resistance. Not getting hit with that first one, and...
Second one hits. And the third one hits as well.
Yeah, looking like nothing but access to the face from the Armor Knight.
And we see the bottom of the map. So Thilotilo is pretty central, north-south. I'm wondering which one of our players is going to attempt exploring the swamp continent first, or if we have only one continent or 2 continents. Because at this point, the closest from Thilotilo to like have a large amount of map to explore would truly be from Swamp Continent.
Well, it seems like for now, Tilo's settling down into a grind, probably just to try to find some healing. which will come on the next level.
I'm not sure this is the zone, but yeah, I think that amount of, yeah, getting heal is going to give him a chance here. Like 3 out of... So, 2 hurts, 2 attacks on the red, starting to look like 50%.
More hurt. And this card gets a Mercy Flea. One of the things I had for this summer event, after 3 run fails, you will always succeed the 4th.
Makes Sherlock sometimes a lot safer for players. And yeah, NESCardinality is going to want to die here. That was absolutely nothing in this corner. Droon stops him. Tries to give some
that was a really spicy banana.
I think I killed the Droon here because you get the level. And seems like Bitter agrees. But he probably just was thinking, oh, I want to die, and didn't check the experience.
Well, it looks like NESCard's gonna give Outside of Swamp a go.
Yep. And Tilo is going to hit level 12 with this, and I'm pretty sure as soon as he gets heal, he's out. He's going to start exploring as quickly as possible. So basically, exploration difference, NESCardinality has seen more map, but he's seen more empty map.
NESCard not even taking a Poltergeist for the level.
Okay, the second one, yeah, actually goes like, oh wait, I'm just right next to the level. Actually bops it.
And we get 1, 3, 4, 1, nothing else.
But the town is a bit more consequential than certainly the level.
Ooh, this is an interesting town. Like, I think it's a bit late for a gold grind, but that is... like, that's like pretty much as a straight shot west from the cave, so we're just gonna make sure there's nothing else sneaking around here real quick.
It's room.
Ooh, that's interesting. So this actually has a couple of implications. Either the key in Mountain Cave is required, or it's single continent, because we have a keylock swamp, and we found Rimeldar on the other side.
Thankfully, Mountain was pretty close, and both of our players got to Mountain 5 pretty quickly.
And yeah, Tilo's taking little time and just trying to find something. Maybe find a way to that cave. I think Tilo... actually, if you go right here, you might actually just run straight into that cave that we saw near Hawks.
Oh, just north of it, that was blocked by a river. It seems to be going far... Oh, wait a second. I think we have one continent.
Yep, Tilo just straight up walked into Rimeldar.
Yeah, so that mountain that had, like, kind of a pretty recognizable shape. He's going to get his money. Not very useful. I don't think either of our players is going to check for a silver shield in this seed.
Yeah, I think the time for that is past. We're approaching the hour mark. We have hurt more. Our stats are looking really good. You really don't have the time now.
I think it's really a race to find all of the locations.
Yep, because we're still looking for that harp trade-in. We're still looking for our rainbow drop guy. We're still looking for those stones. And of course, we're still looking for Erdrick's stuff.
Axe Knights have stop spell. If we have them on a spike, that could be pretty good. Although the golem spike is probably going to be what we want.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't. We have... Oh geez, it was Stoneman on the Swamp Spike, Golem on the Hawk Spike.
Oh yeah, we know about... Yeah, Tilo's about to check it, but yeah, NESCard checked it earlier. That's true. The Stone Man is not going to be the grind for sure. What does Tablet have? Oh, it's lag for me, I'm sorry.
That's fairy water.
We're having a little bit of an issue with Discord here, I'm sorry, chat. The stream on Twitch is fine, but Discord is having a little bit of issue, so it's not our streamer's fault. He's doing a great job. Shout out to Camion Renekai, who's doing a lot of heavy lifting in restreaming races, in the weeklies and in the tournaments. We love him.
Yeah. Beta giving some math about the Silver Shield here. And the amount of things you can repel with it. Right now we actually have 75 defense, and I think we gain 4 more once we locate Erdrick's armor, so that being up to 79. So with that Silver Shield, that would be no more green dragons once you cast Repel. And NESCard has found the town of Caitlin. And we shall soon discover if you can or cannot win without Caitlin.
Can you count or not count? Because for the players that just came, for the chat that just came here, the viewers, we started in a swamp, and Tentacles was in a very, very small spot in a swamp, so that might complicate the count. You might have to go around a lot of things. Tilo finds Trade-In Cave here.
Yeah, Tilo just found all the trade-in caves north of Hoxus and the town of Garingham. And the old man says you may go search 25 north and 74 east.
That is actually probably pretty close to where Tilo is, actually. I think NESCardinality, if he goes in that direction, he's going to find the stuff.
Yeah, but as for counting, yeah.
I think Ness counts it. I'm pretty sure he's going to count it. I don't know for Tilo, but I'm pretty sure Ness is going to. And we're back. We're back. Hello.
Back just in time to see the Garingham chests, which contain wings and lag. We'll have to check it.
Yeah, but no, it lagged on both. So we don't know what is the other chest in Garinham.
One of them was a cursed belt. And underneath Garinham, we have a key refund.
So that's a lot of old men in this area. I guess we can call that... Yeah, it looks a lot like Florida. It is Florida. Alright, we're in Florida right now.
And NESCard gets wrecked all the way on the far western end of the map and walks out straight into Ye Olde Dragon of Red, which will catch a stop spell to the face.
I think NESCardinality saw a lot of hurt the last time he saw one, so maybe he was hoping he was 75% hurt, but he's probably 50% at this point. I think we have confirmation. So that is a gambly fight.
Well, the gamble's paying off so far. NESCard actually gonna get some attacks off and just... Well, only gets hit for 25, so... there is some leeway there if the red dragon swings.
And the game makes me lie. He's probably 75%. I love this game so much.
He's 75% of the time at some other percent. Oh, red dragons also have heal. Red dragons have both.
That's a huge skill here for NESCAR.
And NESCard has another 350 experience. So, once again, we're at that weird technical level parity that NESCard is about to get level 14 here if this red dragon plays as nice as the previous one.
Yeah, Thilo's managed to keep up with NESCardinality. Well, the grind, after getting hurt more close to Cole to get back, to get heal, certainly helped. The problem here is that Thilo is going to explore a part of the map that Ness has seen. Alright, let's see what level 14 is. 3, 2, 7, 11. Stats keep getting up. The stats are pretty good, except one that's very important, and that's the HP. The HP are not coming up, but we still don't have heal more, so it's not stressful yet.
Yeah, there's actually kind of a non-zero chance that this turns into a grind for heal more at the end of it all.
Oh, Thilo is not getting the luck NESCardinality he is having with Red Dragon, has to run away. They have exactly the same gear here, they have exactly the same level Ness had when he killed 2 of them. And that just adds up to the experience difference here. Thilo is going to find that this area is a dead end. Well, NESCardinality sees a lot of open map. So what do we have left here? I don't think either of our players has seen Grave.
Grave?
I think that's it. Yep, that's the only location we haven't seen yet. It's Grave. Could be northeast of the map. I think it's the only place that we haven't explored yet, really. And NESCardinality has a big chance to go in that direction. He's seen the entire southeast past Sherlock. Now probably the next thing he's going to want to do after he completes this little area is he's going to want to do the coordinates probably as quickly as possible. Ooh, wait a second, he sees a cave.
Wait a second.
It is the grave, it's actually there.
NESCard has not gone down that little path Thilo did to see the trade-ins and Garanham, so he's still outstanding on that. Well, he finds the nothing. I think those were both herbs and a fighter's ring.
It's not nothing. That one's pretty good to find. Actually guarantees 130 attack power against a Dragon Lord at this level. With the sword, and you have to dive here because we have the coordinates left. Well, there is Garanham left for Ness. I don't think we've seen Thilo's inventory, so we still don't know what was in the second chest in Garanham. But at that point, you have so few chests remaining that you want to dive, since we still need the stones, we need the armor and the sword. Fully agree with this dive, although his MP is starting to get a little bit low.
Okay, so we just got told from Artorias, second chest in Garanham was a key refund.
Oh, okay, thanks, Artorias. What would we do without chat?
So, knowing that Garanham was a complete bust item-wise, it's going to be up to his final 2 chests in Deep Grave. See what's in Sherlock if we're going to be playing a pyramid game. Oh!
Looks like the pyramid is going to be on.
To be playing a pyramid game. Because I think there's only one outstanding chest now, and that's 5th, and then we're going to have the search spot.
Yep, and if there is nothing up here, it's going to be both, because the search spot is going to be guaranteed to be the stones. And even if it's the stones here, the search spot could be that necklace.
They have Death Necklace. Ooh, it's nothing.
Oh yeah, they do have the death necklace. Never mind. Oh, it's the fighter's ring. Shelly, if you wish to add the fighter's ring to NESCardinality, he's gotten it and equipped it.
Yeah, Death Necklace was back in the treasury.
So that's confirmation. We have both Erdrick's pieces in Sherlock. So that makes this seed, I mean, you know what? You start in the swamp. So of course you're going to take walk damage through Sherlock, right? NESCardinality is going to fill up on keys. I don't know if he's probably seen the cave north of Hogsness. I'm a bit surprised it didn't beeline there quicker, but
Yeah, they did see that cave, he just hasn't found the path to reach it yet. But once he does, he's probably gonna find all that. Soon to find Garnham for what it's worth.
at least he's going to have confirmation and he's going to know. The way he's walking, he probably hasn't seen it. He's trying to complete this area.
Okay, Tilo retreading NESCard steps here.
Resist and the stop spell. Alright, NESCardinality has to run away from this Axe Knight.
Yeah, it's gonna be something that's kind of annoying when you're diving. The Axe Knights are going to be able to land their stop spells on you.
Have we seen some sleep from Sherlock enemies yet? I don't think we've seen much in terms of Dragon Lord's Breath, at least.
Yeah, really, we've actually been kind of a little bit narrow on what we've seen. Tilo's going to very briefly, well, not very briefly. Tilo's actually catching up on experience fairly well.
I think it's the trip in Grave that slowed NESCardinality down a little bit in experience, but it was not idle time. So it was actually time that both of our players are going to have to do. With only the sword, like maybe you're going to gamble going into Sherlock, but missing the sword and the armor, I believe Tilo will also have to dive Grave, no question. So currently, I think we can say that NESCardinality is clearly in the lead.
Okay, interesting. NESCard just looped back around to Tablet.
And this golem was actually a ninja. The overworld has not been too bad as far as experience goes. But I think both of our players are thinking about the golem and Hogsness and they want to get there as quickly as possible. They want to finish exploration and start wailing at him, because the golem is going to be a lot better experience than whatever you get here on the map. And is Ness counting? Yes, Ness is counting. As he's using the swamp and the mountains to help his count without stopping. Which is something that every time I do, I utterly mess up, so...
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky because there's a lot of looping around you gotta do here.
But it's thankfully all in the correct direction, so...
Alright, Tilo gets the news of the coordinates.
I think he's going to want to heal out of here. He still has not seen the grave. But I believe it's the only location he's missing, other than maybe Breckenary.
Yeah, I don't think Tilo's seen Breckenary yet, and NESCard just ran into that bit of mountain. So yeah, lots of rivers in this area might make this count that much harder. Although I think NESCard is going to temporarily abandon the account while looking for a way around, and I think if he keeps going south and a bit east from here, he'll run into both those trade-ins. Yep,
he's right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure NESCAR has set up a little spot, a mark, which is why he stopped there for about 15 seconds.
Alright, that's interesting on Tilo's side. Discovering blue dragons with the stop spell and the weak breath. And Tilo is officially Brecked.
Yep. He's actually going to Breckenize, he's not going to Brexit. Wait, I think he didn't heal, actually. I think he did a delayed Brexit in tease because he had...
Nah, he's back up to full MP.
Yeah, the thing is, I think he healed in Cantlin, that's why, so he just went like, wait, I just healed.
Oh yeah, he did run straight down here from Cantlin. He didn't get any counters? Okay.
Well, he got the blue dragon, but he got away. And I think if he continues out of here, he's going to find Grave, and that's going to be the last location for him. So after he does the coordinates, he's going to have full knowledge. And Ness is about to get his full knowledge.
Yeah, NESCard going through the final few chests here he had outstanding, so... going to redouble down that search because that's going to be it for him.
And it is empty. Probably a nerd.
Yeah, I think he's realized here, hey, I can loop around here and get back on my count.
Yeah, I think he's explored this entire area, so he knew where he was going from here, which is why he took a mark. It can be dangerous to take a mark when you haven't been somewhere, and yeah, that was a very good mark. He knew exactly where it was, gets his stones. This is grind and go for NESCardinality. He has full knowledge on the map. So all he's got left to do is go say hi to the jerk, and then go bop some golems. Unless he wants to dive immediately, Sherlock, because 109 MP, and we haven't seen any Dragon Lord's Breath. I think diving immediately makes a lot of sense. Oog with the raid. Thank you very much for the raid, Oog.
Yeah, it's a very interesting choice because you have double Erdrix in Sherlock, and a lot of the tougher enemies have weak abilities on them, so yeah, you could totally just go down, and if you run to a dragon, just take it out on the way down. Or run to, well, you'd have to look out on some stop spells, but blue dragons have stop spell, Red dragons have hurt.
The one thing that might stop him is the fact that he does not have heal more, and it's a little bit worrying to do Sherlock dive without heal more. It can be done. People that have seen Winter League, there was a flag set where pretty much everybody dove without heal more because we had vanilla spells, but we had to bring the princess to the Dragon Lord. So, he does dive without heal more. And Tilo has finally found Grave, and he's going to get all of the information. I would say Tilo is managed, despite everything, managed to stay within about 5 minutes of NESCAR. A few golems kill, and the coordinates.
Well, NESCard is making his way towards where you start your descent, so we'll see what his plans are.
I think his plan is violence. Kills the first Axe Knight. We don't see that every day. No heal more, so you have to be very careful in the tiles. You don't want to get back attacked in this.
Yeah, those tiles in particular deal 15 damage a hit. Well, not a hit, a step. So they just drain you incredibly fast. We will pick up 15 though, so one chance to get heal more here, and it's level 16 heal more.
It's so on brand for this seed. Not only do we not have the HP required to beat the Dragon Lord, but we don't have heal more yet. It's beautiful, but it's kind of likely that the next level is going to be Go. We have the strength to kill the Dragon Lord. We have the MP required for that strength level. We've got 13 still, probably going to be 14 next level. We are going to be at 136 attack power, so we can win in 13 attacks. So very comfortable fight if we get there with full resources. We just need the HP and we need the heal more, which should come next level. So Ness is going to be looking to kill on this dive.
Well, next level is guaranteed heal more because it's 16 and you are guaranteed all spells by 16, so we will get hurt and heal more on the next level. But HP can do whatever it wants. We could be sitting here for another 6 levels because we just get no HP.
That could happen.
It's probably not going to happen, but...
Well, let's see how Tilo approaches the Count. Is he saving the princess, or is he going to Count? Yeah, I think he's saving the princess. Or he's at least getting his MP back.
Well, he's at least making moves to get his MP back.
We hadn't seen a Star Wyvern yet, and turns out another jerk. At least from what we've seen. Also, these zones, so far what we've seen from Sherlock, these zones are kind of quiet. Nothing really awful. We know the Red Dragon has hurt, but I don't think we've seen the Armor Knight yet.
We have seen... I think we've seen like 1 or 2 Armor Knights, and they just swing a whole bunch. We'll see if NESCard... going straight for the pyramid.
NESCardinality. It's in the name, Cardinality. He likes the math, and the math says just go down first. So he goes down first. That bit him a couple years ago in a race against Mand, who went for JT first and ended up winning. But... also, I'm gonna say, personally, I like going JT first.
Yeah, the only concern for NESCard right now is that he is nearly out of MP. He's been very aggressive. So, if Armor's in JT, that could be a real problem. If Sword, he probably just goes and get it on, might just go and get it on the second dive when he goes to win. Because this is
right. He
getting too
runs
bad
now.
for Sharlock. Probably trying to save MP for outside. And we have gold, wings, gold on bottom. Middle chests are Erdrick's sword. And right next to each other on the left side, sword, armor, outside.
There is nothing left for NESCAR to know. He has the ring, he has the flute, he has the death necklace. He's out. During that time, Tilo has spent his time getting the princess, and he's going to use the princess to do the count instead of doing it manually. It is a complicated count, so it's probably kind of close in time to save the princess or do the count directly. If he knows where the item is likely to be, which is a little bit north of the Florida area, where the old man in Garinum.
Yeah, you have to go up to the swamp north exit and then just kind of loop around from there, and that's right where it's at. NESCAR just like, ooh. Another interesting information. Magic Wyvern's also hurt. I don't think that's something we knew yet.
No, we've seen the stop spell, but I haven't seen the hurt at least. Maybe chat has. I mean, if NESCardinality continues, he's going to get the level before he gets to a town. Just crit that Wraith Knight. Actually, doing the gamble here that 16 is going to be go and you're going to get the HP required would be pretty reasonable. So I wonder if NESCardinality is just not going to immediately dive to win. I don't think he's used herbs. Well, if he did use herbs, I think he would have beeline for Garinum.
It looks like he's making moves towards Swamp, actually. Maybe not trusting Golem fights with the lack of a heal more.
I guess he found an enemy he was fine with. That's the Armor Knight. And Axe Knight. Okay, good zone.
I mean, yeah, overworld's been good enough as well, and he's so close to level 16 that he's gonna take a nice casual stroll on these heals and see the hero walk for a bit.
Yeah, to get the 16, staying here, staying close to the town, and then you can heal immediately is faster than actually going to Hawksness to kill golems. Tilo's in the ballpark, should be finding his stones very quickly. And good point by Bitta here. It's a lot more likely for a Sharlock dive to work now with the guaranteed fourth attempt at running to actually dive without heal more than it used to be. That's a good point. And Tilo now has full knowledge, has his stones. So we'll have to see if he's going to gamble on a single dive, or if he's going to dive for the items immediately.
Well, our level is 1 HP.
Well,
It begins.
I think Ness is going to go immediately on the golem. Wait, what? The Stone Man?
Okay, I wonder if you guys grinds mixed up because they're both big golem-like enemies, but this is the one that's worth half the experience of the other, so we'll see if he sticks here or realizes, oops, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, and goes after Golem.
Well, he's a rock boy. The thing is, since the other stats, like MP at 118, strength at 96, which gets us 138 attack power. Okay, yeah, he just mixed them around.
Looks like he's going for a quick top off, but he's going to...
A single dive is going to be very reasonable. I don't know what Thilo's doing.
Maybe grinding these armor knights here? You may not have seen the zone next to Vremeldar having, I think, probably the same zone, so maybe just looking for somewhere to get some experience for 15.
The thing is, he's pretty close to the golem and he has the flute. Or maybe he's looking for one of the zone that had red dragons in this area. Well, he's going to get 15 and disappointment. And yeah, I think you were right. I think NESCardinality was just a little bit confused about which rock boy was where. He's going to go for the golem.
Yeah, now with that heal more and just you have overwhelming strength, you can probably don't even need flute. Yeah, don't even use flute. Just hit it. You will, well, I don't want to say you will kill it before you have to heal more, but now you're going to have to heal more here.
Yeah, you don't need to win a race, but the flute would be clear time loss. In fact, he's just 4 kills away from level 17. Which I'm gonna repeat myself, should be go. But Smashy was right. It's not guaranteed to be go. The thing is, I feel like this is the kind of seed where when you hit go, you hit it hard and the Dragon Lord is in big trouble. Especially since we've seen Sharlock is kind of free this time. Beta says, I hope it's 2 MP and 1 HP. Me too, actually.
Yeah, I think the only thing that makes this Sharlock threatening would have been just AK-47 spam, but obviously that didn't happen.
NESCardinality is not taking any chances with the golem, always heals. Never takes a chance. The thing is, the golem have kind of a wide distance with their health. And that they can have between 115 HP and 153 HP. So when you take a gamble for a golem, it's always a little bit dangerous. And NESCardinality here comes to the conclusion that it's almost guaranteed that go is 17, so just leaves immediately, doesn't kill one more. Is instead going to straight up crit a Stoneman for the level.
And level 17 comes with 7 HP. It came with pretty much exactly what you wanted and nothing else.
But an extra heal more, actually. That 2 MP is consequential. So, yep, that is super go. 15 heal mores. Rate to win in 12 attacks. Yeah, you really want to go. And that makes things a little bit more complicated for Thilo. If Thilo elects to go for a single dive, 99 HP makes it a little bit scarier. But I think he needs a dive fail from NESCardinality to have a shot here. He needs a really good single dive, and he needs a dive fail from NESCardinality, and the chance of that is really, really low. I'm not sure NESCardinality has found that the thing that's north of where he is, the water, is actually a lake, and you can hit Garinum from the right from here. I don't think he's noticed it. Yeah, better with the math here, absolutely correct. He could burn 5 heal more still. Actually, there were Armor Knights and shot out the first enemy straight up. Well, that was a good first dive for NESCardin. But, yeah, 87 agility, you're not too worried. Things at
Yeah, NESCard finding the difficulty switch, now there's suddenly Armor Knights here.
Well, you're way happier to see this now than on the dive with just heal, for sure. And this one does not
say triple red fail.
Yeah, what I was about to say is that 83 defense, you're extremely likely to be able to survive 3 attacks without taking any risk against an Armor Knight. So if you don't get back attack, you should be able to get away every time. Even on 99 HP. Red Dragon's a little bit more scary, but thankfully we haven't seen them. Doesn't seem that they can't be on the final floor. They could be there. But they have a lot of hurt, so...
I'm actually kind of wondering if NESCard might have seen Armor Knights on the first dive, but since he was just in grind while diving mode, he just went through them instead of around them. And maybe we just missed that because it's like...
Yeah, I don't remember them. I remember him killing a few Axe Knights on the way down.
Oh, well, hey. There's Armor Knights down at the bottom floor as well, because why not?
Yeah, he had only 13 MP at that point, didn't he? That could have gone very differently.
And he keeps run failing them. Gets away with only 2 run fails that time.
Still very comfortable on resources though, still has 3 herbs and full MPs, the full 15 heal mores. Likely to only need about 10 for the Dragonlord fight. So you want to have 11 just because sometimes you're going to roll low for the entire fight. Ask me how I know. Thilo got the heal more and the disappointment. So we'll have to see what he's going to do.
Looks like for now he's going for a top off. NESCard, meanwhile, going for the game here.
Yeah, he's having a pretty comfortable walk through that bottom floor. Not a lot of encounters, get through the desert tiles. And it's the Red Dragon.
And this one actually electing to attack. Oh, well, that ended poorly for him.
Nope. Well, Thilo, Thilo, after Healmore, is not going for the Golem, which is a strange decision. However, from NESCardinality.
Thilo probably spooked by the low HP against the Golem.
It's possible, but NESCardinality is a fool! And he is going to fight the Dragon Lord. He's gotten there with 14 Healmores. Gets hurt more twice. I don't think he's going to bother with herbs. He is an overwhelming favorite to go, and he just swings, starts at 53. Is he going to get the first attack in? Yes, for 17. Big swing.
Yeah, maximum damage here is 19, so near max attack to start.
12 in a second. Oh yeah, put the Dino Dance in the chat. It's truly amazing how well the Dino Dance is super timed to the Dragon Lord song. Another 17. I've lost the count because of the Dino Dance, but it's fine.
Yeah, this Dragon Lord is going to have problems surviving. Dragon Lord is probably going to have problems surviving to begin with, but against these high rolls, it just has no chance. This is, I think, it was miss menu lock a while ago.
Yep, at this point, I think he can min roll the whole time and still be good. But he's not min rolling, he's bopping for 16 and 17 the whole time. Average damage at the strength is 14. And he's above 4 for every attack except one, which was a 12. Here's an 18.
Nesco trying to see how many Healmores he can win with to spare. Remember, I believe we did use one on the way, because that red dragon did bite him a whole bunch.
There's a 10 bop. Is that 152, I believe? And 163 is going to be enough. NESCardinality is going to finish the group stage with a 5-1 record. GG's in the chat. Well done, NESCardinality. This was a pretty complicated seed, and he navigated it beautifully. Didn't even save the princess, actually did the whole count.
Yep, just stood still and grinded, and had that more efficient grind at the beginning, and just snowballed it from there. So GG's NESCard.
And he is also very quick to enter the chat. He's already with us. GG NESCardinality. Well played on this pretty complicated seed. How do you feel right now?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've had a lot of complicated seeds over the past couple weeks. It was kind of funny to see the swamp at the beginning like that. But it's a situation I'm very familiar with, and it was a lot of fun to grind out of there and really figure out. This is one of those seeds where you have to figure out every step of the way. You know, once you make it to a new thing, what's the best thing to do next? And so it was a nice challenge keeping me on my toes. It was really fun.
I do have a little question. At the beginning of the seed, the first time you found coal, you did not go back to sell the curse belt. Had you just forgot about them because it's been like 25 minutes of swamp since you picked them up?
Yeah, I had just come back from dinner with family. My mind was on a lot of different things, and yes, I did just forget that I could sell the, I was singularly focused on, oh good, I can buy torches, and that's going to get me the money for the copper sword. I didn't even think about the curse belts. That's all it was.
Yeah, I think it was those torches led you to the copper sword in a different way. They remind you that, oh wait, you have curse belts.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, but this is one of those seeds where, with our low HP, no heal spells, I wasn't too worried about the possibility that Tilo got a weapon earlier than I did. Like, it wouldn't have been that much benefit. You know, I still had the torches going, and I was still able to fight a lot of stuff relatively quickly. So, if he were ahead, we were still definitely in sparring distance, and that's all we can really ask for.
You actually had an easier way out than Tilo at the beginning. You hit the level, well, both of you tried, I think at level 4 to exit and were one tile away. It took a little bit more time for Tilo to test at the next level, and he kept staying in the zone to kill enemies, and it took him a long time to actually see Cole right around the corner. So that kind of slowed him down, and he stayed about a level behind you for pretty much the entire seed.
Yeah, that definitely makes a big difference. You know, if it was one thing to not get the sword, but if you don't get the sword or the torches, the battles stay pretty slow for an extended period of time. I mean, I saw the difference it made when I got the copper sword, and to have both working for me as I gradually built up. I'm also really glad that the way my grind went, and the fact that, yeah, there wasn't too much useful nearby. It was very important to keep grinding and to get hurt more, so that all worked out really well.
That was the other difference with Tilo. As you hit level 8, you saw the stats and went like, wait a second, I think I need to get one more level. Tilo immediately attempted to explore and got the mountain at level 8 and ended up dying. And the second time he went, he was still level 8, where you were level 9 with Hurt More. And that's where the experience lead really exploded, because he had to run away from everything. The Druid Lords, he had to run away from the Green Dragons, whereas you were exploding them during the entirety of the mountain. And I think you got like 800 experience out of that mountain, where I think he got a droll. So that is where the lead really snowballed. Against
I had that thought when I entered the mountain cave. I was I was getting such frequent hurt mortal enemies, and it was the perfect time for it with the explosion of MP and everything. And yeah, I don't remember. I think the key was on the bottom, the last chest, or maybe we didn't get keys in Stormholder. I don't even remember. A lot of stuff has happened since then, but yeah. Mountain Cave was so great, and I really felt like experience was just exploding. Like, it seemed luckier than average. I was killing green dragons. It was ridiculous. The only thing I worried about was when I went south, where there was nothing, but I saw a metal slime, and I thought, oh boy, if Thilo got an early metal slime, what a difference that could have made. But I'm assuming that didn't happen.
No, I don't think we even saw metal.
Yeah, you got key in chest 5 in mountain, and then died in there, then got a gold grind, which Tilo also did at the same time.
Yeah, so after that, I mean, it wasn't that level. I think I had something like 7 hurt mores when I entered the mountain cave, but there was like a 44 magic level shortly after, and when that happened, I could just cover the whole map. I was buying herbs until we got heal, and then once we got heal, I didn't have to do that anymore. I did explore the vast expanse that was like empty below Breckenary on the far left, but you know, I needed to go around that area to find the grave, so it wasn't like totally useless. And you know, if I had gone south, I would have seen the grave first, but I still would have explored the rest. You know, I had land to explore on both sides, so nothing wrong there. And then Sword and Armor being in Sharlock, I'm really happy with the decision to dive when I did, and the fact that that dive worked out so well. I discovered a lot more Armored Knights on my final dive than on that dive, so yeah, it all worked out great.
Yeah, one more thing, the count that you did, this map had like lots of rivers and mountain passes, but you nailed that count. So it was like, just like take a little note here and there, and until you just piece it all together.
The count was really fun. I went to the area right by the swamp cave, and I saw the coordinates are across the river. And I said, okay, I haven't seen the area south of there where the 2 caves in Garinham are, so I'll check there first and see if I can go around. So those were the last 3 locations I needed to find. But yeah, so I probably healed up, and then it was like, that was a dead end, so yeah, I have to go around the other way. And I looked at my map and I said, oh yeah, that's totally going to be it there below the tablet cave. I've been there before. So I went around, and I didn't have to count anymore because I had seen exactly what tile I needed to step on. So that was really fun, walking straight from Garinham to the tile without needing to count anything more. That was great.
maybe talking about another divergence, because Tilo ended up saving the princess here. Tilo just elected to do a single dive, and right now he's just hit the red dragon. He has still 14 heal mores, and I think he's in great shape to finish right behind you.
Oh, wow, single dive, that's awesome. And it makes sense with the MP. I don't know, obviously, what his situation was like in terms of what he had to explore before getting level 16, or like, you know, maybe he got it in the process of finishing exploration, but either way, yeah, a single dive, or level 17, whichever it is. But yeah, a single dive makes a lot of sense when you have at least 5 extra heal more to get you there, and really good agility, no red dragons. Yeah, Tilo should be fine and own up the ending here nicely.
A little question here. Oh, you go ahead, Smashy, sorry.
Yeah, Tilo, I think, finished up his exploration just before 16 and went looking for red dragons. Like, I know you got a bunch of experience diving Harlock because you spent all of your MP except 13, while Tilo was still finishing up his exploration and grinding. So that's kind of what he did.
Small strategy question. If we do not have the flag where the fort run is guaranteed, do you try to dive Sharlock without heal more here?
Oh yeah, I still have to make the dive. I didn't even know what enemies were in there. And, you know, the Armored Knights are scary, but I think I only knew that they were on the bottom floors on my first dive. So I got lucky upper, because I know they were on the top floors. They might have been on all the floors, and it's kind of a blur right now. I'm thinking of so many things, but yeah, I definitely wanted to do the dive. There wasn't a great grind spot, so I really wanted to get that stuff and fight stuff potentially on the way down. You know, I figured there was a decent chance that 16 was going to be enough, and that seemed like the most efficient way to do it. And, you know, there are all these spots in races where, you know, you're not certain how it's going to work out, but when these tournament races, everyone feels an extra onus to take the risk and do the thing that's going to turn out the best, you know, and this was just one of those situations where I felt like I had to go for it.
During this time, Tilo's almost done with the Dragon Lord. I believe he's one attack away to win here.
Very nice,
2
excellent.
heal remaining. And there we go. Tilo defeats the Dragon Lord, and he is going to go back home. GG's in the chat for Tilo. A lot of bad luck, but in general, really solid gameplay by Tilo. All of the decisions he took in this seed were quite reasonable. So no shame here. He finishes with a record of 2 wins and 4 losses. So a pretty rough tournament for a veteran like Thilotilo, but very well played tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Tilo did too many casual races recently. So, you know, it's a tough field out there, and to snag a couple wins is really awesome. I have to head out shortly, so I want to once again thank you guys for putting this on, and best of luck to everyone else in the future rounds of the tournament. I know there are still a couple of races to enjoy tomorrow as well. Looking forward to those. And thanks so much for doing the restream, everybody. And we'll see what happens in the next round. Thanks so much, everyone.
Thank you, NESCard.
Thank you for playing, GG.
Anyways, after the full credits roll, we'll get Thilotilo in here, so talk to him about the race and just the bit of misfortune he had in those decisions, like trying to, on level 8, trying to explore out a little bit, which set him back on the hurt more. Like, really, that was kind of the start of it, and it just snowballed from there, so we'll ask him about that.
Yeah, it's the problem with this is I feel he got baited by seeing the cave, whereas NESCard didn't see the cave. Sometimes seeing something can hurt you, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Also, I think he finishes 11 minutes behind NESCardinality, but about half of that time is in cold citizens blocking his path to the herbs.
Oh yeah, that as well. Yeah, we'll have to ask him about that.
Yeah, we got that was just awful. But yeah, sometimes when it rains, it pours. Another very good commentators once said, sometimes luck favors the favorite.
And to slightly alter quote another content creator, if you can't take a joke, maybe Dragon Warrior Randomizer isn't for you.
No, indeed. Sometimes has a sense of humor.
It would be that way.
A dark sense of humor.
Anyways, we're getting the final stats here from Thilotilo, who is now in the chat with us. Hello, Thilotilo. How much do you hate that one guy in coal?
Oh, my goodness gracious. I was so disappointed I didn't have hurt more, even a torch I could just throw at him like I did at the Radish Fender. He was preventing me from having anything I could use to attack him with, and that was special.
Yeah, one time it just kept going in and out and in and out and in and out, this complete troll. And the second time on just one trip managed to lodge himself straight at the end of the path, which is, I don't know what's the chance of that, but it's pretty small.
Yeah, it was fun. I felt like that seed went pretty well, but with the swamp start like it is, that can make it that can be subject to RNG. I have no idea where I got out versus him. The biggest thing I did is I knew, if you keep grinding this area to get to level 9, maybe you get a healing spell, whatever, and I knew that, and then I was just trying to wander out before I died, and I saw that mountain cave, and I got the siren song of the mountain cave and something else, and then so I got hurt more a whole lot later, and I assume that's the difference in race.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to keep
different
because
sure.
Yeah, what happened was NESCard got to 9 before he did Mountain, so all the juicy hurt more targets in there, he got to take them out, you had to run, and that just kind of blew open the experience lead, and you never really caught up from that.
Yeah, I figured as much. I don't know what possessed me to go off. 9 was so easy to get right there with those metal scorpions and warlocks. But yeah, I just the mountain cave called to me. I was too nervous about. Felt like I could have gotten to Cole like 2 levels earlier, but just kept stopping, and I was too nervous about it's this kind of whatever. And then I was just trying to do one quick wander off before I went back to the grind, and saw the mountain cave, and it.
Yeah, we're talking
and
about
because
that.
you could see that from the start. Because you could see that cave from the start, I assume that NESCard went to it very rapidly. I had forgotten about it, and then when I came across it, I was like, oh yeah, that's the one you can see from the start. So I thought maybe because it was easy to see, he'd already had it on his map, he would have gone to it quickly. And so that was part of my thought process too, and let's go into this first. But yeah, that was not... I knew it wasn't the best play to make, but I did it anyway. That's kind of been how this season has gone for me. Apparently, when you haven't practiced in 2 years, you start to your skill starts to kind of fall off a little bit.
Yeah, funny thing, NESCard never saw Mountain from Tantagel. He grinded up down under Tantagel, whereas you grinded left right from the right, and NESCard never saw Mountain from Tantagel, so we never heard the siren song of Mountain.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sometimes seeing something on the map hurts you, which is kind of wild. But yeah, that was the big difference there. For the rest of the exploration, you ended up finding the Garinum area first, whereas Nescar found the Breckenary Cantlin Grave area first, and then you both switched in both direction. The exploration was kind of the same for both of you. Nescar chose to do 2 dives. He actually dove for the armor and the sword without heal more, whereas you did a single dive, which was very reasonable. But I was wondering, once you got heal more, why did you not go for the golems?
Because I thought about it, but there were two things going through my head. First of all, I knew I was 5 feet away from red dragons and axe knights. The golems, I had issues with them before. I wasn't swinging that hard because I did not have the sword, and so it was going to take me some whatevers. And I started on the red dragons. When I started on them, I I guess I didn't know they had healed once. But I was thinking, hey, this is a spot that's right next to it. I always say the grind you have is better than the grind you don't, and I wasn't confident how many turns or heal mores it was going to take me to get through the golems, and we weren't exceptionally close to healing from that spot. I mean, it wasn't too far away, but it wasn't comfortable. So if it took me 3 heal mores to get through to get through a golem, I mean, I guess if I only needed that many, it would have worked. But it was so close to I was so close to Sharlock already, and I knew where there were red dragons, which are the same as golem. So I didn't feel like efficiency wise it was going to change that much, especially given that they had hurt and I could get through without using a heal more.
That's fair enough. So that's going to be the end of the tournament for you. Any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I am not disappointed. I am not disappointed to be leaving the group that I'm in. I kind of mentioned it in Discord earlier, but the 6 players in my group are responsible for 56% of my career regular season losses. So that is, and 45% of my career overall losses. So this was not a very fortunate thing. I was 1-7 against this group going into it. Now I'm 3-11. It was doomed from the start. I will also say I have been very, very loud the last several years. Practice is good and all, but watch the races. You'll learn more from that. Turns out that after a while, practice is beneficial, even when you've done it for a while. Because the biggest thing for me is I hadn't played a seed between last year's tournament and the sync, and you can really see how it hurt, or how my abilities have kind of fallen off from that. So practice is actually valuable too, but still watch the races. Also, thank you guys for getting us on here. It's always fun to play NESCard. 6 times in 8 seasons. It's been a blast. So yeah, thank you guys for doing that. Thank everybody for watching me. I'm looking forward to the postseason. I'll be trying to volunteer as much as I can. And I will be more practiced and ready for next year.
All right, and hopefully you'll make a big comeback. But yeah, we are almost towards the end of group stages here. We have one more race right now. Applications in the I think it's Gold Grinds group. Yeah, Gold Grinds.
Yep, I believe it is going to be in about 53 minutes. It is going to be on this channel. It's going to be between Sonirat and Zarnax. Although there was one that started at 10 p.m. between Stags and Zatrex, so I do not know if that is going to be our target for the raid.
So yeah, just the we will into that. This is one of the few remaining races that does have implications for playoffs. Like, we're just about done. We're just 2 races away and some tiebreakers. We do have 1 tiebreaker that we have to play and a potential second depending on a couple of results. So we will soon be getting into those bracket stages.
Oh yeah, that tiebreaker is going to be Monday at 8 p.m. We don't want to miss it. That's going to be really fun. So Tilo, did you have
It's
something
going to
more
be Bob
to add?
Pineapple.
No, I don't really have anything else to add. Thanks, Smashy, for getting us all straight on scenarios this year when I had to bow out.
Yeah, I know I had a bunch of help from. I know I had a bunch of help from others as well who'd correct me because, like, I put down scenarios early in the day or late at night and slip up on something and get that caught. So, thank you to everybody who pointed those out. But yeah, just keeping up on all the way these races could go. Like the tiebreaker that we found us in that Go got cheap. The guys is itself and the performing goal grinds, which depends on Stag's remaining 2 races.
Well then, on behalf of everybody here, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you very much for our streamer, Camion Renekai. Thank you very much to Shihali for the tracking tonight. I hope everybody has a great evening. And see you in about an hour for the next race on this channel, which will be Sonny Wrath versus Xarnax 42. Goodbye, everyone.